I'm Shannon,
And I'm Holly.
and this is a Girls Gone Curious podcast where we talk about things that make us curious. So grab your favorite drink, sit back and relax because your show is loading. Today's episode includes strong language, there is no other, and topics of the paranormal. This podcast is not suitable for children. We do apologize if we say any of the names or places wrong in today's case. This week's true crime category is non-murder. So let's get into it.
When losing a loved one or multiple loved ones, it's always heartbreaking. Some may look for comfort in other loved ones, or some may not have anyone to turn to, so they begin to question what to do next with their life. In the late 1800s, a woman would lose not only her 6-week-old daughter, but also her mother, father-in-law, and her husband.
Oh my God.
She would end up becoming close to one of the richest women in California due to her inheritance. But even with an unlimited amount of money, it doesn't make up for the loss of loved ones. So what did she do when she lost many family members and gained a large amount of cash? She would build a house, but not just any house. She would build one of the most perplexed houses that still goes down in history today. This is the mystery of the Winchester house.
Woo woo. I'm excited for this one.
It was definitely different doing this one. It was kind of like our hotel ones, but a little different because I was on my own.
Yeah.
Sarah Lockwood Pardee was born in 1839 in New Haven, Connecticut. People that were close to her would call her Sally, and this nickname would come from her paternal grandmother, whose name was also Sally. Sarah was only 4 feet and 11 inches tall, very small, and had dark hair. She was from a well-respected family, so she had a very good education, knowing up to 4 different languages and how to play the piano. Many would say that she was thoughtful, shy, and deeply religious. It is unclear exactly what religion she practiced, but it is believed at least later on she would follow spiritualism. On September 30th, 1862, she would marry a man named William at 23 years old. William Wirt Winchester was born in 1837, and he was the only son of Oliver Winchester. Together they had a beautiful, grand home in New Haven, often throwing together parties and charity events in their home. Almost all of the money they used to fund their life was from the Winchester business, which I'll get into in a minute. In 1866, Sarah would give birth to Annie Pardee Winchester. Unfortunately, Annie would only live for 6 weeks. She was diagnosed with Maramus, which is a severe form of malnutrition, significant deficiency of calories and essential nutrients, causing extreme energy deprivation. It wasn't clear whether she was diagnosed before or after her death. But I can't imagine that Sarah would actually starve her baby, but instead it is believed Annie had the inability to ingest milk.
So maybe she threw up a lot and they didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know or something. After Annie's death, Sarah would begin to turn into herself, no longer throwing parties and just keeping to herself. I mean, you just lost your child.
Yeah, that's completely understandable.
And I believe her relationship with her husband changed a little bit as well. In 1880 to 1881, Sarah would lose her mother, father-in-law, and husband. I do not know how her mother and father-in-law died, but her husband, William, would slowly die from tuberculosis. passing away on March 7th, 1881. Since both Oliver, her father-in-law, and William died, it left the Winchester business into her hands. I just that's fucking horrible.
Yeah, like not even
1866 is when her daughter died,
yeah,
and then
1880. So, but even still, like
and
you
yeah,
never heal from it. You just
no,
honestly learn how to deal with the pain. That's crazy though, especially like losing 3 more family members in the span of a year. If it even was a year.
Mm-hmm. I also don't know exactly what day,
Mm-hmm.
and I know it was in 1880 or 1881 when
Mm-hmm.
her mother and father-in-law passed. I just don't know the specific
Mm-hmm.
day.
So did her in-laws die before her husband? Do you know that by chance?
Know.
Okay, I was just curious.
I think her mother and father-in-law died before her husband did, because for a while he was struggling with tuberculosis.
Okay, damn.
Sarah would inherit $20 million, which is about $630 million today. And she would also get 50% of the Winchester's Arms Company. She would begin receiving an income of almost $1,000 a day from the company, which is about $31,000 today. Which is fucking...
That is insane.
Yeah.
I was just thinking...
It's like, oh, you lost your loved ones, but like, here's a bunch of money.
Yeah.
But like I said earlier, no matter the amount of money, it doesn't matter.
Right, because it can't bring them back.
No. Now you might be asking what sort of business she inherited to gain that much fucking money.
A bakery.
I don't think a bakery is gonna get it. Oh, fuck. She inherited the Winchester Repeating Arms Company. This company was founded in May of 1866 by Oliver Winchester in New Haven. The first Winchester rifle was the Model 1866. It was based on the design of the Henry rifle. It was famous for its rigged construction and lever-action repeating rifle, being one of the first that allowed fire of multiple shots before having to reload. It would use a 44 Henry cartridge.
Yeah. It's the mag, what they call a mag, or basically.
But like when I looked it up, it showed me bullets.
That's what I'm thinking is the cartridge is like whatever it carries.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Well, yeah, because at that time they didn't have
magazines.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it would just be whatever the bullets go into, the round.
Yeah, or
whatever
something
that
like
fucking
that.
is.
Anyways.
Yeah, sorry.
In the 1870s, France would buy 6,000 model 1866 rifles, along with 4.5 million 44 cartridges.
I'm assuming, yeah, that's the bullets, right?
It's yeah, I would assume. This was for the Franco-Prussian War. Then the Ottoman Empire bought 45,000 model 1866 rifles, along with 5,000 carbines in 1870 to 1871. The next rifle made by the Winchester Company would be the Model 1873. This would be the most successful Winchester rifle, going by the gun that won the West. So, as you can imagine, this business was very successful and made a lot of money. Because the main thing was that this was the first rifle that you could shoot multiple times over without having to reload.
Yeah. So yeah, I imagine she was definitely, I mean, the company itself was rolling in money.
Yeah.
She could literally fill a swimming pool up with money and swim in it if she wanted to. Gross, but still like...
Yeah. I believe some of the 20 million was technically what we would call in stocks today.
Yeah, gotcha.
So it's not like she had it all
Paper
in
money, yeah.
cash.
Yeah.
But she was still getting $1,000
Yeah.
a day.
I mean, I would take $1,000 a day today.
Yeah.
Just 1,000. Doesn't have to be 31,000.
Yeah. But that's crazy that
Yeah.
it's $31,000 a day in
Yeah.
1880.
Yeah. We could literally go and buy that razor that we saw as we drove by. That
Yeah.
you saw when you're coming home from. We could literally buy that today.
Mhm. We could buy fucking Mustang too.
Yeah.
Jeep,
Right. Anything. Like, just.
better equipment. I just kidding. I love you.
We love you so much. Behave.
There is one of two possibilities of why Sarah would pack up her things and move to California. One of them would be that when Sarah went to see a doctor, she was told to move somewhere warm and dry. This was supposed to help with her rheumatoid arthritis she was diagnosed with. The other would be that she would get in touch with a medium. And a lot of people assume this theory just because
of the reasoning, what she does.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think people want to believe more of the spooky side than the other side.
Yeah.
Sarah was getting no sleep and struggling to move forward, so she would go to a medium looking for something. Something to tell her what to do with her life and the money she just inherited. It is not confirmed what this medium actually told Sarah, and she never shared what was talked about in this meeting. However, it is believed that this medium would tell her she needed to move to California, move away from New Haven and start new in California. To use the money to build a home and to continue building and not stop. Otherwise, she would die. There is a theory that because she inherited the Winchester money, it cursed her. All of the victims that have died from a Winchester rifle were coming back to Sarah, which is a lot of deaths. And the medium told her that in order to stay alive and to live a somewhat normal life, she needed to build a house for the spirits. Either make it a home that they approved of, or as a way to confuse the spirits so they couldn't find her. Either one of those.
That's interesting to me.
Yes. Again, this is all theories and not confirmed. It is believed that she did see a medium, but it's unconfirmed what exactly happened in that meeting. In 1884, Sarah would buy an unfinished 2-story farmhouse that had 8 rooms in San Jose, California. It had 40 acres of fruit trees. From 1886 to 1922, Sarah would continuously build on this house. She would name this house Lalanda Villa because it reminded her of Lalanda Alavesa, which is one of the 7 comarcas in Álava, Spain. And I think that's just like a certain area in Spain. At first, Sarah would hire 2 different architects to help her envision her ideas. However, they were fired and she would begin designing it herself. So I'm assuming the way they were trying to build the house wasn't the way she wanted.
Or they might have been trying to like talk her out of ideas that she had.
She would hire carpenters and other workers around the clock. There would be a day shift and a night shift. When arriving to work, the lead would be told what Sarah wanted them to do. This would either be in person by Sarah, by note with sketches or words, or from a servant. On average, Sarah hired about 22 people continuously. She would also pay more than the normal pay would be at the time. Like if carpenters were regularly paid $2, she would pay $3. Plus, she provided food while you were working. And unlike some other places that couldn't guarantee work and pay, Sarah would be able to. Every week, you were guaranteed a paycheck.
Damn, she could teach some businesses that today.
Yeah. Now, some of the rooms and areas they would build would be normal, and some of the others would make no sense, at least to us. Either way, workers would build what Sarah wanted without question. I mean, you're getting a guaranteed pay.
Right.
You're going to do the work.
I don't care. You want a giant 12-foot penis? I'm your girl.
I think you would, love that. Sometimes they would build a whole room only for the next day or the next group to be told to tear it down and rebuild it 10 feet over from the original area. Then you have doors that would be built only to lead nowhere, or opening a door to meet another door less than an inch from the first one, along with stairs that would have to be a specific amount before leading to a landing and then continuing. The only thing was that the second set of stairs would just continue into the ceiling, leading to nowhere. Some cupboards that were built were pretty much just for show. You can open the cupboard, but you wouldn't be able to put anything in it because it was less than an inch deep. In the end, the house would end up with 17 chimneys, but only a couple of them were actually functional. One of them was built into the attic, so it would let out smoke into the attic instead of into the outside air.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But I believe that she wouldn't use, those ones that would cause smoke in the house. I mean, I can't imagine she would use it. Another weird feature would be that there was a door that opens up, but instead of stepping outside onto the ground, it would be a 15 feet drop into the garden, literally leading into midair. Many other things would be built like this. Some of them could be explained like nailing a door shut could have been due to not wanting that room anymore. Instead of filling it in, Sarah would just have nailed it shut. I think it also saves on cost a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Plus she had doors opening to nowhere, so I don't think she really fucking cared. She would also have a staircase built that had 44 steps to only go almost 10 feet up. Each step was only 2 inches high. This was built with the belief that it was made to make it easier for her because of her arthritis. But I would get pissed at that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was just measuring. That would piss. I mean, I get it if you have arthritis. I have arthritis in my knee, and I imagine, that would be easier. But also, I'd rather just
suffer and go.
Yeah, go up 10 stairs instead of 7,500.
And I believe these stairs also go back and forth. Kind of like how a funhouse stairs would go.
Oh, okay.
Instead of
straight up.
Straight up, or you go straight up, there's a landing and it turns. It's more of zigzag.
Oh, yeah, that would. Yeah. I don't think that was necessarily done then for her arthritis, unless, I don't know.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways. I'm not going to mention every little detail about this house because I could go on forever. But I am going to mention some of the main ones. Actually, quite a few main ones, but... The whole house would have gold and silver chandeliers. Many floors, ceilings, and walls would have hand-inlaid parquet. It is believed that many of the glass windows were made by Tiffany & Co. which is a very expensive,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also not confirmed. It's
Oh, okay.
just believed.
Mm-hmm.
One of them had a prismatic rainbow effect, but Sarah wouldn't use this on the outside of her house. Instead, it would be put in between two rooms on the inside of the house, which pretty much wouldn't get any light. So, like, the prismatic effect wouldn't even be used.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Other windows would be pastel colored and have a sharp bevel. And windows on the upper floor had spider web tracery. Many glass windows were found in a storage room that were not being used. Like hundreds of just windows.
So like maybe future projects or
something probably. Or like she could have like bulk buyed stuff and
Mhm.
like had them planned for other stuff.
other things that she was.
Or they could be maybe projects that happened, but then they took it down and didn't use that window anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be so many different
Mhm.
things. Carved wood be placed on ceilings and walls. This would mainly be in the grand ballroom. This would be made with teak, maple, and mahogany wood. Also in the ballroom would be a brick fireplace that was framed by two windows that had quotes from Shakespeare. It was big enough for 100 guests, but it would never be used for parties. I don't think you could probably... I don't know if you could actually fit 100 guests in there and be comfortable.
Yeah.
I think it's way less than that.
Oh,
but
okay.
That's what I got from a source. So
yeah.
The chandeliers were made in Germany. Some of the art glass was made in Austria. Most furniture was made from Asia. And some paintings were from France. So a lot of this stuff was not cheap, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
The second floor had bedrooms with adjoining sitting or sewing rooms. Walls were covered in lincrusta. Ceilings had moldings, stencils, and fox finishes. Lincrusta is kind of like where you do like a certain like wood pattern.
Oh, okay.
I believe that's what it means. Sarah would even make sure she had an indoor garden where the floors were slanted. This was to let excess water drain out through a trapdoor out of the room and into the garden outside, so she was reusing water.
Mm-hmm.
When walking into the front door, Sarah had 3 different hallways that looked exactly the same. The same wallpaper and flooring.
I get a kick out of this lady.
Yeah. One of the hallways would lead to a dead end, while another would just loop you back around and end you where you started. So I'm assuming there was just one true hallway that would get you where you wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
Unless these other hallways had like a secret door or like a passage that you would have to notice or
That'd be
something.
cool.
Honestly, I want to go to the house to look at it.
Same, but I would love to go during the day.
Yeah.
I am a chicken shit.
Yeah. Sarah would make sure to have indoor plumbing, hot running water, and a push button for gas lighting. A generator would be used for power and the water. And this was way ahead of its time because not a lot of people had these accommodations. An intercom would also be installed so Sarah would be able to talk to her servants and workers easier. At its largest, this house had 500 rooms and was 7 floors high.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, in 1906, an earthquake would hit and caused a heavy amount of damage to the house. But fortunately enough, the floating foundation saved it from complete collapse.
Damn.
So,
Like, can you imagine, like,
that's so
all that work and she, like, after
yeah.
everything she's already lost, and then to lose the house that she's,
Yeah.
wow.
So, side note of quite a few. An earthquake in California happened on April 18th, 1906. It ruptured 296 miles of the northernmost part of San Andreas. It was felt from southern Oregon to south of Los Angeles and hit inland as far as central Nevada. At 5:12 a.m., a foreshock was felt. 20 to 25 seconds later, the earthquake broke, lasting 45 to 60 seconds. The center of the earthquake was in San Francisco. At first, it was determined to be a 7.7 magnitude. Then later, other scientists would claim it was a 7.9 and then an 8.3. Together, they wouldn't be able to agree on a magnitude. So,
Damn.
somewhere in between there.
Yeah. A big one.
Yeah. Usually, if it's the San Andreas, it's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
The confirmed deaths were 498 in San Francisco, 64 in Santa Rosa, and 102 in San Jose. But it's believed to be more than 3,000 that died. Around this time, San Francisco's population was around 400,000. 225 would become homeless, and there were over 28,000 buildings destroyed. At least 24,671 wood buildings and 3,168 brick buildings.
Damn.
During the earthquake, Sarah was asleep in her bedroom. She would be stuck in that room for several hours before they would find her. They would have to use a crowbar to pry the door open. If you visit the house and see this room, which she called the Daisy Room, there are still dents on the door from the crowbar.
Wow.
It's also, it might be in a hallway that's called, like, the fire hallway or something. I can't quite remember exactly what it was called. But it was pretty much just like the area that still had damage from the earthquake.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't necessarily repaired.
Oh, okay.
I think what she did was pretty much just kind of left that room how it was in that area how it was and pretty much just moved somewhere else in the house. I mean, if you get stuck in a room for hours after an earthquake, I don't know if I'd want to be in that room sleeping.
Right.
After the earthquake, the building of the Winchester house would continue, but it would be a little different. Instead of building up, she would begin moving outwards, and the rooms were designed smaller. She would also begin to withdraw and stay in her home. She would no longer talk to the workers to tell them what she wanted done, and instead leave it up to the servants to tell them, or write a note or draw a sketch to give to them. Some workers would quit working at the Winchester house while others would stay. Over the years, the Winchester house would grow in popularity. Many would try to trespass, so Sarah would put up a gate, always keeping it locked, and guards would be placed to watch the house. Reporters would try to get an interview with Sarah, but she always declined. There was one report, however, that did mention that the 7th-story tower before the earthquake was built and taken down over 16 times.
Damn.
Many people who didn't truly know Sarah would begin coming up with their own opinions.
As people do.
Yeah. Often believing that she was just a crazy kook. There is a room in this house that today is called the seance room. It is a small room pretty much in the center of the house. No outside walls is touching, and no natural light is able to reach. In order to get to this room, you have to go into a specific hallway, then pass a door that looks like a cabinet. Once through, there's another passage that barely is big enough for one person. After this passage, you enter the room. It is unknown what this room was used for, but there are rumors from previous workers of Sarah. In the room, it contained 13 hooks and 3 different exits. One is the way you came in. Another is through a trapdoor that drops 8 feet below into a different room. And the last is a hallway that goes in a completely different direction from where you came from. There are 2 bells, one in the room that connects to the other that was in Sarah's bedroom. So I'm assuming if the bell rang in the seance room, it would notify, like it would ring in Sarah's room.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how that works, but
seems like that's how it would.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I paused to
Honestly,
say that.
what I think isn't probably how it went, but I imagine like a bell and then a string leading to the bedroom, but I know that's not how it.
That's what I envisioned myself, so.
Yeah. Now, there are 2 different rumors or theories from servants. One thing that they all agreed on is Sarah was up at all hours of the night just walking the house. They claim that she only slept a few hours each night. The first theory is that this bell would go off at 2 a.m. every night and alert Sarah. This was believed to be because around 2 a.m. is when the veil connecting the spirit world to the real world is at its thinnest, thinking that Sarah would be able to try and talk to her deceased loved ones. The other theory or rumor is that the bells would go off to ward off the spirits trying to get to Sarah. Sarah would never confirm or deny any of this, and she would never come outright and say that the place was haunted. They would say that she would travel back and forth from this room, saying nothing to any of them. Other workers claimed to hear footsteps when there wasn't supposed to be any. Or they would hear Sarah in that room talking to herself. Or was she talking to herself?
Right. Was she?
She would spend hours in that room alone. So no one really knows what she was doing in there. There's also a theory that she would hold seances to get information on what to do with the house next, which could explain her different designs and her building taking it down if someone told her what she should be building. That's just a theory.
Right.
There are records showing that Sarah did attend a spiritualist church. I don't know how often or how much she truly believed in spiritualism, but it does make me wonder if she was doing these things or not. That also doesn't mean just because she was following this religion that she was doing these things that people were claiming.
Right.
Honestly, I think it's something that we will never really be able to figure out. Unless you can contact her from the other side.
1, 2, 3, not it.
We know someone who will do it.
Yeah.
I'm afraid if that we do go to the Winchester house with her, she's gonna try some shit.
Yeah. I know she wants to go. That's cool, because then she can, help us, if
I will
anything
go.
attaches.
I will go if she can get me a penis crystal that will protect me.
Samesies. But the problem is she's going to want to go at night, and I don't want to go at night.
No. Oh, man. So another side note. Spiritualism really took off on March 31st, 1848 in New York. I figured I'd do a little history on it because I did talk about spiritualism and the Benders.
Yeah.
So, what better time to talk about it than now?
Right.
Two girls, Catherine and Margaret Fox, one being 11 and the other being 14, would claim that they could speak to the dead. And most people would believe them. I really think this is because almost all of religion back then was some sort of Christianity. Around this time, wars were beginning and unknown diseases were spreading, causing a lot of death. Also, the witch trials happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this can just be my opinion, but I feel like some would be looking for something else to believe in. Looking for proof that there is something after death, so spiritualism became a thing. There would even be seances held in parlors and at parties. It became like a really normal thing to just hold seances.
Yeah.
No thanks. Many people would come out claiming that they were mediums and could talk to the dead. The only thing with the Fox sisters was that they weren't telling the truth. After a fight, one of the sisters would come forward and say that it was all fake. That it started as a prank on their mother, but their mother truly thought they could talk with the dead. And it took off from there, earning a lot of money from it. She claimed that they did it by popping their feet to make it sound like a spirit was knocking on the floor or the wall. But of course, after the sisters made up, the one sister would say that they weren't faking it, and she just made up the story because of their fight. It's like, it's a little too late to take it back. Now, everyone can have their different opinions and beliefs. I truly believe that Sarah wasn't a kook or a crazy person. She had many practical things in her home that many other homes at the time didn't. Sure, she had doors and stairs going to nowhere, but she also had regular working doors and stairs. It honestly could have just been a project she wanted to build, then decided that she didn't want it anymore, so she just made it work into the architect of the house. Now, I'm not saying that she wasn't into spiritualism or seances. I'm just saying that I don't believe she's the crazy woman some people make her out to be.
Right. And what if she was doing this as, like you said, just part of the architecture, her version of art? I look at some of the artists and what they do with paintings. It doesn't necessarily look like what you envision a face to be, like Picasso.
Yeah.
So, what if it is just her version of art? I don't necessarily think that's the case, but
yeah, there's more to it than just believing she's a crazy person.
Yeah.
A San Jose college student, Bruce Spoon, would do his master thesis on the Winchester house in 1951. After talking to people that knew or remembered Sarah and looking into newspapers and articles, he formed his own opinion. He believed that Sarah did create this house to help keep workers employed, also to express her artistic vision. In 1915, construction of Winchester House would begin to slow. At 76 years old, Sarah couldn't hold a pen like she used to, and slowly she stopped giving instructions on the building. In 1916, an elevator was added to the home. Often, she would just tell them to repaint a room, or to fix plumbing, or to fix the roof. Basically, the minimum upkeep on the house. By 1920, there had been no big drastic changes to the house. Over the years, Sarah moved her bedrooms often. But, I mean, if you got like over 100 rooms.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. But she would move her bedroom for the last time in September of 1922. It was a plain, small room on the first floor. The room had a window that faced the garden. She had a lot of furniture in her home, but in this room she only requested a bed, chair, and small table. And she would spend a lot of her time just staring out the window. On September 4th, 1922, servants would check on her before they retired for the night. At the time, she was sitting up in her bed, just looking out the window. The next time they checked on her, which was just before dawn, she had passed away. It is believed that she passed in her sleep due to heart failure. Hopefully, it was peaceful and not painful.
Mm-hmm.
Before her death, her niece, Marianne Marriott, would often visit her. It was believed that Marianne was her favorite niece, and all of the belongings in the house were left to her. But the house was not. I do not know why. She would auction off everything, and it was said that it took 6 weeks to empty the house of furniture.
I believe it.
Yeah. In total, the house is 24,000 square feet, 10,000 windows, 200 doors, 160 rooms, 52 skylights, 47 stairways and fireplaces, 17 chimneys, 13 bathrooms, and 6 kitchens. But in a couple sources, it said that even though she had 13 bathrooms, only like one of them worked or one of them only had a shower. So the other ones were either they didn't work or didn't have like all of the utilities as that one.
Okay.
The whole house has a theme of Victorian with Gothic and Romanesque features. In 1923, it was built with a price tag of $5 million, which is about $97 million today.
That is crazy.
While going through the house, Marianne was hoping to find some papers or notes to explain things. Pretty much to explain why she was doing what she was doing. The only thing she would find is financial receipts and some letters from family, friends, and workers. This would be able to give us a little insight into the type of person Sarah was. It showed that Sarah donated money to multiple different organizations anonymously. She also treated her workers very well. If someone asked for time off, she would grant it no questions asked, while also giving them paid leave.
Now you gotta explain everything down to the T and what you're wearing that day and
what color your underwear is. What kind of underwear you're gonna wear tomorrow. Oh, fuck. Another person's wife became sick, and he said he couldn't come in because he needed to stay home and take care of his wife. Instead of firing him, Sarah increased his pay to help him afford to take her to the doctors. One worker broke his arm and had to take time off, but she continued to pay him while he took the time off. Another worker's son needed surgery, and Sarah paid for the whole surgery on top of his regular pay. Even if someone had to stop working because of their age, she would still continuously pay that person. So pretty much if they retired...
Yeah, she would still pay them their wage.
Yeah.
That is incredible, honestly.
But I mean, she has the money.
Yeah, it's still just like...
Yeah. I think that just like shows the type of person.
Yeah. So maybe there's a lot of the workers that actually did know and know a lot more, but they're not saying because
Yeah.
she treated them so well. And they're like, if she wanted everybody to know, then she would have wrote it down.
Yeah. Or shared it with someone.
Mm-hmm.
None of Sarah's relatives would be able to afford to take care of the house and keep it running. I mean, it's a fucking big ass house.
Yeah, like a city.
Yeah. So it would be sold. Although it was a big house with a lot of features, appraisals deemed the house worthless due to the design and some damage, like the damage from the earthquake that wasn't really repaired. In 1923, just 9 months after her death, the house would be opened as a tourist attraction. John and Mamie Brown would become the new owners of this house. They would take the idea of a crazy woman in a haunted house and run with it. Many neighbors and friends of Sarah were upset because of this. The Browns planned on adding a roller coaster, pool, and a carousel to make it a family recreation park. This never happened because it was too expensive. In 1924, Harry Houdini even visited the house. At some point, the narrative of the house would change a little bit. It would begin to focus on the fact that Sarah was an independent, courageous, and driven woman. That she was just a woman ahead of her time. Of course, they wouldn't completely go away from claiming that the place was haunted, because honestly, it might be haunted. If you believe in that stuff. In the 1980s to the 1990s, paranormal investigators would begin investigating this house. And they still do. Over the years, the owners would find blocked off rooms with furniture still in place from when Sarah was there. They would open these rooms to the public in the form that it was found. In 2016, an attic was found with a pump organ, Victorian-era couch, dress form, sewing machine, and paintings. Which is like crazy to me. 2016 and they were still finding rooms.
Yeah. So what if they still are? Like the counts of everything is off because they don't actually know everything in the house yet.
Well, and the house is like a big maze.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Unless you're there every day walking the house, people easily get lost.
Yeah, I believe it.
In 2018, a movie called The Winchester, featuring Helen Mirren and Jason Clarke, was made. It is a horror film.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'd watch that. Never mind.
Yeah, it takes like the haunted aspect and makes it into a horror-themed movie. I believe they used the actual Winchester house to record everything. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that. If interested, you can still tour the Winchester house. It is owned and operated by Winchester Mystery House, LLC, which represents the descendants of the Browns. The following are different types of tours you can take, which can be booked on their online website. The first one is the mansion tour, which is pretty much the main one. This is a 65-minute guided tour through 110 of the 160 rooms. This includes Sarah's bedroom, the grand ballroom, the twin dining room, the south conservatory, and Venetian dining room. It also gives access to the garden as complimentary. However, unfortunately, it is not wheelchair accessible. There are multiple stairs. An average ticket price for an adult is $46, and a child is $22. and a senior/military/first responder is $38. Sundays and Saturdays are more expensive. There are also days that the ticket is cheaper. You just have to look for them. Usually it's like a random Tuesday in the month. I don't know why they do it cheaper. I don't know. Next is basement access. This is only for a limited time. This is available until April 30th, 2026.
Well, shit. We're not going to be able to go in the basement.
Oh, shucks. That sucks, man.
Remember the house that you went with me to? And the basement had the apothecary and... I'm going with that vibe for this house, but like 1,000 times creepier, and I'm okay with that. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm good. You can add the basement access to your regular mansion ticket. This adds an exclusive self-guided tour of 2 of the basements, which I'm questioning, how many basements does it have?
And why are they doing self-guided tours? Even the tour guides don't want to go down there?
There are hand-on guides to share stories and answer questions. So they are down there with you. But like...
They're like hiding by the door?
They're like right by the stairs, probably.
That's right, B. If you hear any screaming, good luck.
You get 15 to 45 minutes to explore. I'm assuming the 15 minutes is the minimum because probably to get into the first basement and then move to the next basement.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Only children 5 years and older can participate in this. This is not available as a standalone. You have to buy the mansion ticket to get this ticket. I wasn't able to find how much extra this costs, but I do know it is more expensive on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, which is to be expected.
Mm-hmm.
Next is the Ada tour. Due to the tour not being wheelchair accessible, they do offer this tour. It is a video tour in one of the accessible garden buildings, and you get a self-guided Sarah Winchester garden tour. Next is the immersive virtual 360 tour. You can independently roam each level of the mansion and have unlimited access in 360 and go behind the ropes. This costs $8.99.
We might be doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, besides like the in-person, but...
Yeah, I think you can just buy it online and get it on your computer or something.
Interesting.
Yeah. Next tour is the ASL tour. On selective dates each month, an interpreter is there to guide you through the tour. You can also buy a regular mansion ticket and bring your own interpreter for the visit. This interpreter will receive a complimentary ticket for accompanying you. I'm assuming you have to prove that you're a ASL interpreter.
Yeah.
Next is Video Access Tour. This is an online tour for those unable or don't want to travel. It is $5.99 to rent for 72 hours or $13.99 to purchase. This one's just the video. Sarah's Garden Tour. This is a self-guided outdoor tour with a digital map. This does not include access to the Winchester Mansion. This one is wheelchair accessible. An adult and child ticket is $21.42 and a senior ticket is $17.13. So like half the price of the mansion ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your favorite tour, the flashlight tour.
Nope.
Only available for selected dates. Right now, there is only May 1st, 2nd, 8th, and 9th of 2026 that are called the Halfway to Halloween tours.
Ain't no way in hell.
They also have more tours during Halloween and Friday the 13th.
No.
Which I believe already happened.
One of them, yeah. I think there's another one coming up. I just can't remember when. Nope.
You can pick a time anywhere from 8 to 11 p.m. And I don't know exactly how long you get.
I imagine you would have to use all 3 hours to get through to get through the house.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's because you can pick like 10:30 and go in. And I don't know if there's a set time, like you only get like 2 hours or like an hour, then you have to leave. I don't know.
If they can find you.
Oh, man. This is an at your own pace with nothing but a flashlight. This also includes areas that are off limits to the mansion tour. It gives more access to areas that are believed to have paranormal activity. An adult ticket is $53.56 and a child is $32.13. And I don't mean 500 and or 5,356. I mean $53.56. The Winchester House also holds private events and weddings. You can fill out inquiries if you want more information on these areas. They also share an exclusive collaboration with Smashing Dishes, which is a creative full-service caterer and event producer. These are the following areas available for rent. Greenhouse and patio. 50 standing and 100 seated fit. Carriage house. 100 standing and 60 seated. Front gardens. 400 standing and 200 seated. Grand ballroom. 500 standing and 25 seated. Twin dining rooms. 24 seated. Venetian dining room. 50 standing, 30 seated. And last, the Winchester room, 80 standing and 50 seated. Also on their website, you can share and read other paranormal photos and experiences, which I did look at some of them, and there is like shadow people standing in the back.
I believe it. I believe it.
Some of them I'm like, what the fuck are you even seeing? Because I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Often people claim to see shadow figures, the most common being a shadowy human-shaped manifestation, which I hope it would be human-shaped.
Yeah.
If I'm seeing a shadow, I hope it's human-shaped and not.
Yeah.
Many would say that their eyes are just playing tricks on them. But if it happens so many times, there's got to be a point where it is something else.
Right.
It's often seen around corners, down long hallways, or appears in windows. Another common occurrence is intelligent hauntings, meaning spirits try to communicate or interact with the living. Some say that they have had their skirt or shirt tugged on while touring. A longtime maintenance worker claimed that he heard footsteps above him when he entered the water tower. Going up to tell the person to leave and that this area was off limits, it seemed like the footsteps were always ahead of him, being one floor above him. Eventually, he got to the roof, and no one was in sight. In the basement and the grand ballroom, there is a famous wheelbarrow ghost that many claim to have heard or seen. It is believed to be a worker who used to work for Sarah, working on the fireplace or pushing a wheelbarrow full of ash or coal. Other things claimed to be seen or heard is ghostly music, like organ music.
And they just found that.
Yeah. Bell rings, cold spots, footsteps, the smell of someone cooking, which is fucking weird. odd sounds, whispering, doors or windows slamming, and the feelings of being watched. The third floor is said to be a hotspot for eerie happenings, supernatural occurrences, and residual hauntings. If you don't know what residual hauntings are, it is pretty much a spiritual playback. A ghost or spirit stuck on repeat of a certain moment that happened when they were alive. Usually it's like a traumatic experience or something major that happened in their life. Only for May 15th and 16th of 2026, Haunted Nights is doing a paranormal investigation at the Winchester House that you can buy tickets for to join. There is a limited amount of tickets, and they may already be sold out. I did not check that. They will take you on a 6-hour-long investigation where you can have hands-on experience with ghost equipment. Haunted Nights is a YouTube channel where they travel to many different locations and film their investigations. In case, for those people that didn't know. Another big YouTube paranormal creator is Sam and Colby. They have done a couple of videos at the Winchester House. One by themselves, one with Selena and Chris, if you know them. Selena Spooky Boo and Call Me Chris.
Yeah.
And another with The Boys, which is another big YouTube channel. I think they've done a couple other ones with different people as well, but those are the main ones that I've seen. There also is a bunch of other things on the Winchester Mystery House website. They have a blog and news where they share future events and hauntings along with history. Sometimes it's not even necessarily history on the Winchester House. It could be just history on Lake San Jose. If you do go to the Winchester House, you might notice a pattern of numbers. There are a lot of 7s, 11s, and 13s, like 13 hooks in the seance room, 13 stairs, 13 panels on the wall or ceiling. And this could just be because Sarah liked the number 13, 7, or 11.
I don't think so.
So this put me on like a long ass side note that's going to be a little bit. So the number 13 is usually known as an unlucky number. Like some hotels skip the number 13th floor, or some airlines will skip the 13th row. Triskaidekaphobia is the fear of the number 13. Sorry if I butchered that. Some people will go as far as avoiding flying or staying at a hotel because of this. Maybe even to the point where they won't even leave their house on the 13th day of the month. Which is crazy. And because our minds are so curious, I wanted to know why. This is the information I could find on it. The first recording of Missing 13 would be in the Code of Hammurabi. These were legal codes written down back to Babylonian King Hammurabi in 1792 to 1750 BCE, or just BC. On the stone pillar, there were 282 rules or laws written, and the 13th rule was missing or omitted. Many think that this was just a clerical error, but there is the possibility that they just thought 13 was unlucky. Honestly, we won't really know. In Norse mythology, Loki, the trickster god, arrived at the Valhalla party uninvited. He was the 13th guest to arrive. After he arrived, one of the gods died, so 13 was believed to be unlucky. In Christianity, the Last Supper had 12 apostles, 13 including Jesus. It is said that the last one to sit down, the 13th one, Judas Iscariot, was the one who betrayed him. It is also possible this led to the suspicion of Friday the 13th, because the dinner was on a Thursday and the next day was Friday the 13th, which was the day of the crucifixion. And one of the last theories I will talk about is that the number 12 carries the sense of completeness. In Christianity, the number 12 symbolizes God's power. So number 13 gets a bad reputation because it messes with the number 12's purity and perfection. Now, not everyone believes the number 13 is bad luck.
Nope.
There are some who believe that it is lucky, and we know a few.
Mm-hmm.
So I also looked into the number 13th spiritually. 13 often represents transformation and new beginnings. Many traditions associated it with rebirth and spiritual growth. 13 breaks down into 4, which is 1 plus 3, meaning it's stability after change. If you are seeing this number come up often in your life, they say to trust your gut feeling and inner wisdom. It could mean that you are growing spiritually and enhancing your intuition with the bridge between the material and spiritual realms. It could also mean that it is the end of a phase and the birth of a new one, like the death of old patterns turn into new ones. People with the number 13 are also considered to have energies that are seen as natural healers and teachers. This partly comes from the lunar calendar that has 13 months and is seen as the complete cycle of growth, harvest, and renewal. Now, everyone has a spiritual number, and if you're curious, like we are, I'll tell you how to find yours. And I'll do this by using my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easier to do. So first, you add each single digit of your birthday together. So mine's 6/5/2000. Really coming out with my age. So it would be 6 plus 5 plus 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, which equals 13. So if you don't get the number 11, 22, or 33, you would add the numbers until you get a single digit. So like I said earlier, 1 plus 3 equals 4. So my spiritual number is 4. Or 13 if you want to include the information that I said earlier about 13. Numbers 11, 22, and 33 are considered master numbers. They are considered strong spiritual awareness on their path towards a greater life purpose. Single digits hold deeper meanings and offer insight to natural abilities and destiny. Okay, so I have stuff in my book to talk about if you want me to go more into the numbers.
I don't care.
So, if you don't want to hear about all the different numbers and their meanings, you can probably just skip to the end. But I know we're both very curious and like to know things.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, master number 11 is the illuminator or spiritual messenger. They have a heightened intuition, insight, and they're inspirational, sensitive, and empathic, and deeply connected to the spiritual realms. But they experience anxiety and emotional instability due to their heightened sensitivity. Master number 22 is the master builder. This combines the intuition of number 11 with the practicality of number 4. They have the ability to turn grand visions into reality. They have immense productivity and manifestation, but they challenge to develop confidence in their unique vision while remaining practical. Master number 33. That is master teacher. They have pure love and light. They're compassionate, nurturing, and possess a profound sense of duty to serve others. They're highly creative, have a deep capacity for unconditional love and healing. But their journey involves trying to balance compassion with the harsh realities of the world. I'm just going to go through and say what each number is supposed to be. So, I already went over 11, 22, and 33. So, number 1 is independent, initiative, and individuality. Individuals with this life path often exhibit natural-born leadership qualities, displaying drive, ambition, and self-motivation. They are motivated to achieve their goals and possess a clear sense of purpose, which others may interpret it as competitive or aggressive behavior. Do we know anyone with number 1?
A couple people came to mind, but I don't think they actually...
No one on your list that we did?
Yeah, no one on the list was 1.
Okay. Was anyone a master number before we get into the rest?
3 people
Ooh.
were master numbers.
3 of them. One of them I am not surprised about. It is our fairy godmother.
Yes.
And it makes complete sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Her number is 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then, go ahead.
She is very spiritually out there.
Mm-hmm. And
connected to
people.
Everything.
Yeah. And like nature, she's an empath.
Yes. Basically, she is what it says it is a spiritual messenger.
Mm-hmm.
She basically is that.
Yeah, for sure.
She has intuition, insight, and inspiration.
Mm-hmm. And the other 2 on my list that came up with was my youngest and my grandbaby with the number 22.
Mm-hmm. Your youngest makes complete sense because he literally is a builder. He loves Legos. He loves building games.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
It also says that all the master numbers are like spiritually heightened, but
Mm-hmm.
like I don't necessarily know if that's
right. Accurate.
Yeah. But everything else seems accurate so far.
Right.
And I don't think we can really tell with grandbaby because
right. What is the thing again besides being a builder? I mean,
22 is the master builder. It combines the intuition of number 11 with the practicality of number 4. The ability to turn grand visions into reality. Their immense productivity and manifestation. But they challenge to develop confidence in their unique visions while remaining practical. So I think it might be a little too soon to like fully know if she actually fits that category or not.
I don't know. I think she's a fiery princess, and that's what's good.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
She's a fiery princess who builds. She will build her towers and her furniture, her like stepping stones and stuff, and then she will crash into them.
Yeah.
At full force.
So she's a master builder and destroyer.
Yep. I don't know any 2s though. I don't see anybody with the number 2.
Okay. We don't know anyone with the number 2, but I will still go over it. Number 2 is associated with harmony, balance, and partnership. People with this life path are often diplomatic and cooperative and enjoy working with others to achieve mutual goals. They possess a strong sense of intuition, which may lead them towards career in counseling, diplomacy, and social work. Okay, number 3. Do we know anyone with number 3?
Mm-hmm. I only have 1 written down, and that is Grandpa.
Okay. Number 3 is associated with creativity, self-expression, and optimism. People with this life path are often artistic and expressive and enjoy their talents with others. Moreover, they have a great sense of humor and can bring joy and positivity to those around them. They may gravitate towards creative arts, entertainment, or teaching careers. That's like
not that part, but the rest, yes.
Yeah.
He didn't.
But I mean, I think technically, like, you would say he could be like an architect, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's another way of creativity.
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
my personal opinion.
I didn't hear the creativity part.
Yeah, they associate with creativity, self-expression, and optimism.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would definitely be.
And, well, just like this case, she could have expressed herself through architect.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. Absolutely.
So, yeah, I see.
Sense of humor for sure.
Yeah.
And the creativity, absolutely. Like, he could build anything.
Yeah. Now, path number 4, which is mine.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also 13 if you consider that a different one. I don't know, because I did that section up above.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you know? You have anyone on your list? For number 4?
Just you, Howie.
Now, it's funny. I did my mom's.
Mm-hmm.
And she is number 4 too.
Huh.
But get this. It's not 13. It's the opposite. It's 31.
Huh.
It's so weird.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Number 4 is associated with stability, structure, and practicality. People with this life path are often hardworking and disciplined and enjoy building a stable foundation for their lives. They possess a strong sense of responsibility and may gravitate towards careers in law, finance, and engineering. Which I don't see any of that for me or my mom. The last part, I don't.
Yeah, that part is...
But if you go by, like, the number 13, you could also consider...
Hold on a second. You said law?
Yeah. I mean, technically, yeah.
True crime, baby.
Yeah. But if you go by, like, the number 13, if you can consider that, there's healer and teacher or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm... I don't know if number 4 is for me, but...
I honestly think the creativity should definitely be on your side. Like, I think for your number, like, creativity should be in there. And as far as, like, the teacher, I mean, you could literally teach... Honestly, you could teach... You've tried to teach certain individuals about...
certain things, and they don't fucking listen.
Certain things, and they don't listen. So that's not on you. But I can see that. I can actually see that as a teacher.
I don't know what the fuck you would call her, but she was the owner of my cosmetology school. And when I was doing my exit interview with her, she said that she believed I would have been a good teacher at that school. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking teach at your school.
Yeah. I think you would have been. I think you would have been too.
I mean, sometimes I think, like, oh yeah, I could teach someone, but at the same time, I'm like,
I don't want to.
There's some people out there that just don't fucking learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that fits my mom, not like the law, finance, or engineering, but having a stable...
Yeah, for sure.
Stable structure is definitely my mom, and she's very practical.
Not very much for, like... spontaneous. I mean, not really like spontaneous. I mean,
no, yeah.
In a way, yes, but like in another way, no.
She has her like set ways, and which is nothing wrong with that.
No,
and
absolutely not.
Is very hardworking, and
she's very like focused on what she needs to do. So yeah, disciplined is a good.
She has a strong sense of responsibility. Number 5, which would include you.
And hubby.
Okay. So, number 5 is commonly associated with adventure, change, and freedom. People with this life path are often curious and adaptable and enjoy experiencing new things and exploring different perspectives. They have a love for freedom and may resist structure or routine. They are often energetic and have a natural ability to communicate with others. Which to me, I think that's everything.
That's pretty creepy, actually.
Yeah, that's like everything about you.
Yeah, like, I mean, structure.
Yeah.
Structure, what is that?
Sometimes I think you try to do a routine, but it never works.
Yeah, like, it'll work for a couple days. Like, yeah, we had dinner at like 6 or 6:30, and then the next night we had dinner at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
At night. And then we go to bed at like 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
And start over the next day. And it's like, man, I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm tired.
But you're also you say you're tired, but you're very energetic.
Yeah.
You can't sit down for...
No, I'm ready to go, go, go.
Yeah.
Want to do lots of things.
Yeah, definitely. I think number 5 describes you to the T. Personally, I believe that. And it does make sense for him too.
Yeah. Especially the pretty much making conversations with anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Well, like you at your work, you just have random ass people come up to you. Like the fucking one lady that says, "Oh, my daughter just committed suicide." It's
yeah,
like,
out of the blue. And the only thing I could think of is she needed somebody
to tell or something. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Number 6. One of them is my fiance.
Yes. And my oldest...
Your oldest son's wife.
Yes.
So your...
Other daughter-in-law.
Yes. So number 6 is associated with harmony, nurturing, and service. People with this life path are often nurturing and caring and enjoy creating harmony in their relationships and environment. They possess a strong sense of responsibility and may gravitate towards careers in healthcare, counseling, or teaching. Which my fiance at one point thought about becoming a teacher.
And he also thought about becoming part of healthcare, being a anesthesiologist after he saw the giant dude come in and he thought he was Barney.
And then he dropped that as soon as he knew that sometimes they have to participate in surgery.
Yeah.
He was like, nope, out the door.
Yeah.
But I feel like that fits him very well because...
Especially nurturing.
Yes. And he has a strong sense of responsibility for everything.
For my other daughter, she is definitely the nurturer. Her career is in taking care of animals, and she deals with stupid ass fucking people. She has a big heart, and she deals with stupid ass fucking people that do stupid things to their animals, and they get brought into her.
Yeah, which is horrible and sad. Moving on to a lighter note.
Yeah. What number are we on?
Number 7. Is anyone number 7?
So we do know someone that's a 7. My sister-in-law.
Okay, number 7 is commonly associated with spirituality, intuition, and introspection. People with this life path often are deep thinkers and enjoy exploring the mysteries of life. Moreover, they possess a strong sense of intuition, which may lead them towards careers in spirituality, psychology, or research.
Definitely the research part and the...
Intuition?
Yeah, and the research as far as she loves to travel, see the world, as long as it's not by plane.
Pretty much.
Explore. That's the word I was looking for. She does love to explore.
Pretty much explore the mysteries of life.
Yeah.
Okay, number 8. Do we have any?
Yeah, so number 8, I have 1, 2, 3 number 8s.
3 number 8s.
Yeah. So my brother, my youngest son's girlfriend, and my oldest son.
Okay. Number 8 is commonly associated with power, success, and abundance. People with this life path are often ambitious and enjoy achieving success and material wealth. Moreover, they possess a strong sense of leadership and may gravitate towards careers in business, finance, or politics.
I would say absolutely for all 3, except for...
Probably, I think what they would go into.
Yeah. I mean, 1 for sure fits. But the other, for my son, as far as being successful, like he was offered a higher management position. Like he's in management now, and he was offered a higher management position.
Yeah, and I believe he has a strong sense of leadership as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Definitely, I think that definitely fits your brother.
And that's all I can say on that.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say is like I think
can't say anymore.
Yeah, I just think that definitely fits your brother and your youngest girlfriend. I can see it. Not business, finance, or politics, but something kind of along those lines.
I could definitely see business. I don't see politics.
Yeah.
Though. Just because, like, I mean, she very well may one day, but the business side, yes. And that also goes for the son and my brother as well. So, because my oldest literally runs the business.
Yeah.
Like,
once again, sense of leadership.
Yeah.
And
my kids are badasses.
And all of them are ambitious and enjoy achieving success. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, number 9.
I only had one number 9.
And that's your friend.
And that's my wife.
My dad is a number 9.
Really?
Number 9 exhibits compassion, idealism, and spiritual awareness. People with this life path are often romantic and strongly desire to positively impact the world. Moreover, they naturally understand and empathize with others, which may lead them towards careers in social work, philanthropy, and spiritual leadership. Philanthropy is the desire to promote the welfare of others, expressed exceptionally by the generous donations of money to good causes.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. She is definitely generous. Like, she has volunteered in other aspects. Like, she has volunteered for, like, food trucks, health fairs. She cares a lot about other people. And that shows in her line of work because she is in the medical field.
And I feel like she has, like, a spiritual thing about her as well. I mean, more of, like she loves Halloween and all that, like, spooky stuff. So, like, that kind of feels like it fits her as well.
Yeah. Surprising her number isn't 13.
Yeah.
Just because she loves...
For my dad, it's kind of, I think, the opposite. With spiritually, he is very religious. He pretty much reads the Bible every day, and he said that if he could redo, like, start over, he would have went into, like, police work or firefighter, something healthcare. He would have went into that if he started over. Yeah, and he's always, I don't know,
he's always helped.
Yeah, he's always helpful. And
your dad's has had, like, 2 huge careers in his life. And he's always helped people.
Yeah, I think...
Like, he's the guy that you go to because he either has everything or he knows somebody who has the thing that you need to fix whatever it is.
Yeah, or he knows something about what you need to know about.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. I really believe he strongly desires to positively impact the world.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So I see that.
Mm-hmm.
I see that. That was our last number.
Bunch of badass people.
It also says, like, once you know your spiritual number, like, almost try to, like, look out for it.
Mm-hmm.
And see if you, like, you notice it, or if it's in, like, starts appearing, then listen to what your heart is saying, I guess.
That's my favorite number.
Yeah.
Is 5.
When I told you that, you said you got, like, goosebumps.
Yeah. That's weird.
That's pretty much all I have on the number-wise.
That was great, though.
Yeah. Now that we took a 20-minute side quest, let's get back to the case. Sarah Winchester bought the Winchester house in 1884 and continued building until 1922, when she passed away. That is 38 years of continuously building. I personally believe that she was a woman ahead of her time, but also a woman who was just grieving the loss of many loved ones.
I agree.
Now, I don't have very much for questions or thoughts, but I do have one mentioning. In the house, it was later found that she had a safe that had another safe in it, and then another safe in that one. And in the safe was just a locket of her husband and daughter's hair.
Oh my god.
It's like,
that's so sad.
You're locking, obviously that's your most prized possession,
right.
If you're locking it into a safe within a safe within a safe.
Oh my gosh.
And there wasn't money or anything, it was just their lockets of hair.
Oh my gosh.
Which is so sad.
Yeah.
So let's jump into your thoughts or questions.
So I've kind of always wondered this about multiple places, like how do they come up with the names for but we talked about how she came up with the name for her home.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what about the rooms or the hallways? Like, how did she come up with those names? Like, I know one was the Daisy Room.
Yeah, the Daisy Room.
Is it because it was the garden area? Like, I mean, I don't know.
I wish I could answer, but
yeah. It's just questions that I thought of because it's like, oh well, I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder like how some hallways or rooms got certain names, or they just woke up and they're like, well, this is what it's gonna be called now.
Right.
Don't know.
The colors are yellow and white, and it reminds me of a Gerber Daisy, so that's what it's gonna be. My next question was, and I know you probably don't have any answers, but why would the workers quit?
I'm assuming it was because it could be because of the earthquake and like their family died or something along those lines. Of something where like they really couldn't work anymore. That's what I would assume.
Yeah. I was just wondering if there was like paranormal activities got to them.
Maybe. Possible. Someone's getting a little too touchy with them.
Yeah. Put your hammer right there, big boy.
Oh, man. Oh, fuck. Mm-hmm. Or it could be that they wanted, their home was destroyed, so they wanted to move somewhere else, away from a place that is known for earthquakes.
True. Very true, because that was one hell of an earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
There were no sketches or notes that they were able to save from her house?
So I believe there was like probably some, but like it didn't give, I believe it would just have like what they were supposed to like build that day. Like, 10 by 10 room, 2 windows, 11 stairs going up.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
gotcha.
I'm not for sure on what notes they exactly found, letters, or I just know from what I said about the financial aspect and the way she treated workers.
Like I said before, I I really believe that she could teach some people how to treat people today.
Yeah.
In today's world.
And I also believe she might have been like that because she didn't have anyone else.
Yeah.
Possibly. Or if she truly believed that the spirits of the victims of the Winchester rifle, she felt like she had to pay the world back.
Yeah, either one is very plausible. Like,
yeah.
Both are
But
make
again,
sense to me.
Just theories.
Yeah. I wrote this question down and then you answered it later, but I was like, when did this lady sleep? But then you said that it was only like a couple hours.
Yeah, it's written down that she would only sleep a couple hours every night.
Which is so odd to me that she lived to be in her 70s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just because she only slept a couple hours a night, like.
She was 76 in 1915, and she died in 1922.
Because I was like, well, if the workers would have had to have been on the other side of the house, I imagine, but I also imagine having as many rooms as she did.
Yeah.
And where she would change her room.
Yeah.
Later
often.
On, yeah.
Well, it said that she changed her room a lot throughout the years. It's just the last time she moved, it was the room that I described earlier. The one on the first floor.
And I guess my last question, which I think you answered already too, was did she have any parties in the house? But it was literally just...
Yeah, I don't think she had any parties in the house or anything. I don't think she had guests, or the only people that were there were her servants and workers, and maybe extended family if they came and visit, like her niece. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
I also want to say that her niece, there's like one of two things. So in a source, I seen that she just came and visited Sarah when she was older, and they say that Sarah didn't let her wander the house. She was only allowed to be in like one of the rooms. Like it's like a tea room or something. But then there's another source that said that her niece actually lived with her for a while. So I don't know which one is really true, but I'm just mentioning both.
Yeah. Interesting. Those were all my questions that I had.
Definitely want to go there one day.
Yeah, me too.
Not
it's
at
on our
night.
bucket list.
Not at night.
Not at night, no.
Not at night.
Even if we got a sponsor, I'm not going at night. Nope. Even if it was Dutch Bros. Nope.
I think to a certain extent, as long as I had our fairy godmother with us, I think I could.
Probably. Okay. Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
If I had a group and not alone, I could probably.
And I wasn't the first or the last.
Yeah. Probably, but I'd want to go there on the day before and then go at night. I wouldn't want to like just go straight raw dog in the night. Oh fuck.
I'm still gonna say no.
Yeah.
I'll go during the day, but
if you bribe me enough, maybe you could maybe get me to go, because it's not like an asylum.
True.
Or like the Lizzie Borden house, because like that was brutal murder.
Or like some of the prisons.
Yeah. This was just like an older lady died there.
Yeah.
So it's like,
still no. You're not going to convince me. You could literally be like, I'll get you a 5-gallon bucket of Dutch Bros. Okay, well, maybe that might work.
I'll make it 30.
That actually might work.
You know what? I'll pay you every day for a year.
Dutch Bros. Hook your girls up.
They don't even have one around here.
I know, but we would drive.
Yeah, the closest one is like 2.5 hours away.
We would drive. I ain't kidding. Send us some free gift cards, or send us hook us up somehow.
Yeah. Send us $5 and I'll go twist my arm.
Yes, we will drive 2.5 hours to get coffee. because it is that freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
No other reason, just to get coffee.
Yeah.
We'll find a reason. We'll find other reasons.
Yeah, we'll find something in that town.
Right. We always do.
Or something near that town.
Right. We always do. Look at our last adventure we went on. That was almost 3 hours away, and we found stuff to do.
Anyways, I think I really enjoyed doing this one.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely different because it was non-murder, but like we just had like ridiculous history, and before that was
Vigilantes, I think, wasn't it?
Listener's Choice.
Listener's Choice, yeah.
I just feel like I haven't done like a real like true crime case in a while.
Yeah. So with that, that's all we have for today. If you have any questions, you can find us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Girls Gone Curious Podcast. Dutch Bros, hook us up. Until next time.
Bye.